It is such a pleasure speaking with you both. I thought the series was just hilarious. And
Hmm.
Mike, I would love to know just the process of you adding these little quirks to each character because I feel like they just make them really fully fleshed out and seem human, like Ken Scarborough's wheezing and
Well, thank you. There's always, I've been doing characters my whole life. I always have characters that are kind of circling the airport and waiting to come out. It's what I love to do, and I had the idea before I had the characters, which is what if five people did actually run the world, but what if they were nice, and what if I played all five characters? And then it just sort of was like, what's in me right now? And that's the process. It's a very, very happy and joyful process. But the first thing I did was hire Mr. Tim Kirkby, who I knew would create a fantastic universe for my characters to live in.
Tim, I love the meta humor here. You have that scene with the Netflix editing up the cursing, which I thought was phenomenal. And you have the Stranger Things intro. Can you speak to just having fun that this is on streaming and playing with the medium?
Yeah, definitely. I love breaking the fourth wall. I love messing with formats and shooting different film stocks and speeds, and it's something that the directors that I admire over the years have played with. This project for me was a sort of orgy of ideas and styles and formats, and the golden age of television for me is about these streaming services allowing you to do that. In the UK, you've got like a couple of channels who may possibly, but here, the wonderful thing about the Netflix is they will allow you, they trust and believe the creative people. So it's like, okay, go and cook up an extraordinary show, and that really to a filmmakers is mana, because obviously you start with the script and you've got to get the story right, but then you layer it up and then you layer it up, and so some of those jokes and moments were created in the edit, some were on the script, some were in the shooting of it, and then I just had this idea. Whilst I can't do any spoilers, obviously, but obviously there's a moment in episode 6 where even the algorithm can't handle it, and the whole of Netflix breaks down, and it jumps to a different show, and I love the idea of just the craziness of the audience seeing that and thinking, what the hell is that? What is that? What's that? And then just seeing how far you can push it. And Mike, that's the glorious thing with working with Mike is we just giggle at ideas like that.
Yeah.
We just try it and then show someone and they laugh, and we kind of feel we've got a good handle on it. We're not doing it for egotistical reasons. It's just to make it the very, very most entertaining visual emotional experience you can, and you have to go light and shade. You have to give them an emotional scene, and then right off the back of that you give them something crazy, and then you have this roller coaster ride. So yeah, personally I tried every trick in the book, and I've got a big book and we've only just scratched the surface of
Mike, you're no stranger to playing multiple roles, and this is just so overwhelming. I mean, was it ever difficult juggling all this like day to day, remembering who you were? Like 8 characters is just a whole lot to be doing.
No, I love it so much, and Tim had created such a great construct for it. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail, and we did a lot of planning, and we knew we had a limited budget. Although I must say Netflix was very, very generous, but it is not. There wasn't as much money as there is on the screen, if that makes sense. And part of that is that I was playing 8 characters, and it becomes a scheduling nightmare that Tim handled, beautifully. But yeah, no, I love doing characters. I'm used to it. I did it at Second City in Toronto and Saturday Night Live and Austin Powers and So I Married an Axe Murderer. So I'm just kind of used to it.
There were a couple more characters he was going to
Yeah.
play, which we won't say what, because that's for later. But the thing is, it's quite a hard project to cap. You know, you can't, because it's very free flowing. So, you know, we had the budget we had, but the ideas were swollen. It was swelling outside. So you have to make choices, and we were just making choices every single day, and that goes to, you know, there was a scene where, you know, Shep and Misha are in it. It's like we physically can't do that. We haven't got the time. So it's like, okay, well, let's write them out, or do we get a double, or, you know, so, but that's fun, all of that. That's not there's no sort of like huffing and puffing, like it's just
No
like
problems, just challenges.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it was a healthy environment, because we enjoyed the chase of this project, you know.